Hello, today I'm going to help Lane with the micro room and the feeding operation at the farm here. We start off every day feeding the cattle. We start with the computers over here and we put in for each pen what we want for feed, and then it comes back to the micro machine, which is a silver box over here, which has the micro ingredients that go into every load of feed. The vitamins are in these tubs, and then on the computers here it tells you each load where it's going to go, how much of everything that's in it, and it keeps track of that. Now we'll go outside and show you the feeding. The loader dumping the ingredients in our batch box that we made. This is the rolled corn, the first ingredient in the ration. Up there, it's probably hard to see, but on this scale head, it tells them how much of everything that needs to be put in there so they get it precise. There's actually a computer inside that payloader also that does the same thing, so he doesn't have to watch that. He can watch this. Here's the corn going in the batch box to make the ration. That's the first ingredient we use, rolled corn. When he gets the right amount in there, then he backs away, goes and dumps what he's got left in his bucket, because you never get that right, even though you wish you could. Grab the next ingredient. It's going to be the premix, we call it, which is the salt and stuff like that that the cattle need for their balanced diet, just like we do. We like salt in their diet. There's a couple other things in there I wouldn't want in my diet, but they got it there. That. Next ingredient will be hay. Ground with a hay grinder, they grind it into fine particles, and we use it then in our ration ground hay. I'm going to back up a little because it gets a little bit dusty when they mess this stuff. We're out of the dust. Ingredient we'll put in there is distiller's grain. Byproduct out of an ethanol plant. Nice and warm in the winter time. The cattle is nice and warm when they come up to eat. Last and final ingredient we'll put in there will be corn silage. we're done and complete. Now we just got to wait for the feed truck to come back underneath there. Here we are, we're backing the feed truck back underneath the batch box, what we call it. He's getting ready to make his next, dump the next ration of all the ingredients that are in that box. So he hits a switch in his truck, and that's kind of a bad spot here, but as we go around we'll be able to see this. This thing is going up, and raising, it's going to go over the top of that feed truck and dump those ingredients inside that truck, which has got a reel inside there if you want to, or like an egg feeder looking thing that is going to mix all them ingredients up and make a nice palatable ration. And as it's dumping, that micro machine turns that on. It knows that you just dumped that by the computer. So it turns that on, it dumps all the micro ingredients, all the vitamin A and all that stuff that was in there that it's putting in feed as well. So right now he's got the feed truck running, mixing all the ingredients plus all that together. So he will sit here for a certain amount of time that's preset in the truck to allow that stuff to mix together. While he goes out to feed that off, you'll see in a second that water will running, it'll blow it out, and you know you're done. So now the payloader can again start to fill this batch box, I call it, for the next load. So as he's feeding that off, he can start filling this to make the process go quicker and more efficiently. Okay, now this is the feed truck. It's bringing that feed that we dumped in that box. It's going to put it in that bunk, and the feed truck knows exactly how much to put in each bunk, and when it gets to that point, it tells you inside there on a computer to shut it off or quit. So he's backing up. He needs a little bit more to finish the get enough for this bunk. Now he's got the right amount. He puts his side chute up. He pushes on the computer OK in there to let it know that it's done with this bunk and this is how much he's put in there. And then he goes off to the next one. And the computer inside there tells him which pen to go to next. The feed, as it's mixed up, as you can see all them ingredients, this is what it looks like mixed up. Distillers, corn, silage, rolled corn, and hay. So now it's supper time for these bad boys. They're ready to eat.